A massive explosion was reported inside a U.S. diplomatic facility in Iraq capital Baghdad on February 7th. The U.S. Embassy in Iraq confirmed the blast, saying it was a controlled explosion that occurred at the American Diplomat Support Center. This is one of the many U.S. diplomatic facilities operational in Iraq. In a post on X, the U.S. Embassy said that they notified Iraqi authorities about the explosion that happened on the morning of February 7th. The damage or casualties, if caused, is still not known. The U.S. Embassy did not release further details, and no militant angle has emerged into the explosion so far. Remember, the American Embassy and other diplomatic compounds and military bases of the U.S. have previously faced attacks from pro-Iran militia groups in Iraq. The attacks escalated when Israel waged war in Gaza and ebbed since late 2024. In July 2025 also, the U.S. conducted another controlled explosion in the same facility. No reason was publicly disclosed. The Baghdad Diplomatic Support Center is a U.S. State Department-managed facility located adjacent to Baghdad International Airport. It provides logistical and operational support for the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad, hosting personnel from multiple U.S. government agencies, according to official data, and also supports missions linked to the global coalition in Iraq. It comes amid soaring tensions between the U.S. and Iran. Tehran has openly warned it would strike U.S. bases across the Middle East if attacked. The explosion also came a day after a massive inferno was reported at a military base in Iran's capital, Tehran. Limited details of what caused the fire further raised suspicion.
Today's date is the 17th of the 11th month in the year 1404. The current time is exactly 10:25 a.m. right now at the Army's General Staff headquarters.
Fire and smoke rise over Tehran's military facilities just as President Trump unleashes his toughest maximum pressure sanctions yet on Iran. A military site in flames, unanswered questions, and Washington tightening the noose. Tehran rocked by a major fire amid escalating U.S. sanctions. A building inside a military base right at the heart of capital Tehran suddenly went up in flames amid fears of a U.S. military attack. The visuals that have gone viral sparked panic as residents suspected external involvement. But Iran's semi-official news agency Mehr reported that a blaze broke out in a carpentry workshop inside the military base linked to Iran's military joint staff. The Iranian army, in a statement, said the blaze at one of the joint staff headquarters facilities was contained after firefighting teams arrived in a timely manner, and no injuries have been reported. It blamed an electrical fault for the fire. The timing of the fire is striking. U.S. President Donald Trump has openly warned that military options remain on the table. The tension skyrocketed after protests broke out against the Iranian leadership in late December over rising inflation and economic stagnation. Since then, Trump has increased military presence near Iran's shores. The U.S. is strengthening air and missile defenses across the Middle East. More THAAD air defense systems have been deployed at U.S. bases in the region after Iran's retaliation threat. The U.S. Navy has also deployed multiple guided missile destroyers in the region capable of intercepting aerial threats like missiles and drones. Additional air power has been repositioned closer to the region, including F-15E fighter squadrons in Jordan and U.S. F-35 aircraft that recently transited through Europe. Meanwhile, Trump has slapped new sanctions on Iran, aiming to further cripple its economy. Trump's sanctions came right after the U.S. and Iran held nuke talks in Oman.